One of the biggest drains on mental energy today is information overload. I remember when I was in business school, most of our exams, actually all of our exams, were open book. At first, you think that's great. All the information you need is right there in front of you. But very quickly you realize something important. Having access to all information doesn't make things easier. In fact, it can make things harder. What you actually have to learn is how to filter information, prioritize what matters, and make decisions quickly. You work with small groups, larger groups, divide up the information, and you focus on what's truly important. If you couldn't do that, you simply fell behind. The same principle applies to leadership and protecting your mental energy today. There's a quote that I love, that I often say, that captures this perfectly. If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening my axe. In other words, preparation and structure saves enormous amount of energy later. So leaders should ask themselves a few important questions. Am I delegating effectively? Am I training my team well? Do I understand where the skill gaps are? Am I mentoring people and building stronger relationships with them? Because when you invest time in developing your team and organizing your work, you become far more effective and efficient. Yes, it can feel like you don't have time for that in the short term, but if you skip that investment, the long-term cost is much higher. More stress, more overload, and less performance. So protecting your mental energy isn't about working harder, it's about sharpening the axe before you start swinging.